Hey, good morning, everyone. There's a strange discomfort that creeps in when the world doesn't respond the way we expect. When the attention we thought we'd get never comes. When the conversations die faster than they start. When our confidence slowly dims under the weight of silent rejection. We wonder, am I not as attractive as I thought I was? And no, this isn't about beauty standards, body types, or chasing perfection. This is deeper. This is about energy, behavior, and how the world feels you before they ever understand you. Because while attractiveness begins on the outside, it's either confirmed or denied by what you carry within. Let's break it down. Not to criticize, but to awaken. Because once you understand the hidden reasons you might be less attractive than you think, you can do something far more powerful than look good. You can become undeniable. The first sign you may be less attractive than you believe. You depend on validation, but rarely give it. You expect people to admire you, compliment you, desire you, but you don't offer the same in return. True attractiveness radiates. It invites. It doesn't just sit in a corner waiting to be discovered like a hidden gem. If your mindset is, they should notice me, but your actions are cold, withholding, or self-absorbed, you create distance. Attractiveness isn't what you get. It's what you give without effort. That's the part no mirror can show you. Here's the second sign. You perform more than you connect. Attractiveness isn't about putting on a show. It's not about being the loudest, funniest, or most impressive. It's about how people feel when they're with you. Do you make others feel important? Or do you make everything about yourself? When your energy is built on impressing, you exhaust the room. When your energy is built on presence, you light it up. Being magnetic means knowing the difference between entertaining and engaging. And most people never learn it. The third sign. You overestimate your digital presence and underestimate your real one. Filters, captions, curated highlights. They create a version of you that doesn't breathe. But in the real world, you're quiet, reserved, unavailable. Online, you might be bold, but offline, you hesitate. And attraction doesn't live in pixels. It lives in eye contact, voice tone, micro expressions. If you've become more confident in your profile than in your person, that's not real confidence. And others feel the gap, even if they can't name it. Another sign. You speak often, but rarely listen. It's easy to assume you're charming because you talk a lot. But real charm listens deeply. It makes others feel heard, not just spoken to. When every conversation centers around your opinions, your stories, your experiences, you drain intimacy. And without intimacy, there's no spark, no pull, no emotional gravity. True attractiveness is quiet confidence, not volume without awareness. Here's a subtle one. You take care of your appearance, but not your energy. You wear the right clothes, you post the right photos, you know your angles. But people feel something's off. You see, the most attractive people carry themselves with inner ease. Their energy says, I'm at peace with myself. And that energy is magnetic. If you look polished, but move with insecurity, self-doubt, or desperation, people sense it instantly. Attractiveness isn't your outfit. It's how you wear your spirit. Another painful truth. You misread signals, but blame others. You assume someone's being cold when they're just shy. You believe someone is flirting when they're being polite. You think you're being ignored when others are simply preoccupied. You don't take time to read the emotional landscape. You just react to how you feel in the moment. This creates friction. You start seeing rejection where there's none, or interest where there's no depth. And that misalignment pushes people away. Attractiveness thrives on emotional intelligence. Without it, connection is chaos. A major reason people feel less attracted to you than you expect. You hide behind a mask. You never show real emotions. You never admit fears. You never allow softness. You think being unbothered makes you strong. But in truth, it makes you unreachable. People crave depth, vulnerability, realness, not perfect confidence, not emotional armor. Attractiveness comes from emotional availability, not invincibility. So, what do you do if you recognize yourself here? You let it humble you, without shame. Because awareness isn't punishment. It's the beginning of real power. You start investing in the kind of attractiveness that doesn't fade. The way you make people feel. The way you carry silence. The way you listen with your full self. The way you make peace with your own reflection, without filters. Because here's the truth most never hear. You don't need to become more beautiful. You need to become more awake. People remember presence more than perfection. They remember calm more than chaos. They remember how safe they felt with you, not just how good you looked for a moment. You might be less attractive than you think right now, but you're also more powerful than you have ever been told. Not because of how you look, but because of how deeply you can choose to show up. So if this made you pause, reflect, or feel seen, subscribe. Not for tips on how to fake your way to love, but for honest insight that helps you love yourself, sharpen your presence, and build the kind of life that attracts everything meant for you. Because real attractiveness is never about being perfect. It's about being real and owning every inch of who you are.